السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. الله يحييكم من مملكة البحرين. عندنا احنا اليوم افتتاح معرض لوتس الأول بالشكل الجديد في المنطقة هنا، ومعايا اليوم واحد من أهم الشخصيات، المدير في المنطقة الشرق الأوسط لعلامة لوتس. حخلي الكلام معاه بالإنجليزي، بس ححط لكم السب تايتلز الترجمة بالعربي عشان يصير تقدروا تكملوا معنا المقابلة هذا اليوم، وإيش مستقبل لوتس في الريجن. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
How's everything?
Good.
The pleasure is all mine meeting you. Please, I need you to introduce yourself to the audience.
Sure.
And I know it's one question, but I know that you're quite busy. And it's actually, I filled it up with 4 or 5 questions in one question.
Oh yeah, okay.
How do you see Lotus in the region? Now, especially you have Toyota technical tie-ups. You have financial support from Geely company being now a major shareholder.
Yes.
If you want to talk about Emira, if you want to talk about SUVs, crossovers, or electrified future.
Yeah.
Fans for Lotus, they always remember it. It's always the joyful car, fun car. The exhaust basically is not loud as much. It's musical.
Absolutely. Yes.
So,
yes.
where do we see Lotus in the near future and the far future in this region? After you introduce yourself to the audience, please.
So, salam alaikum. My name is Dan Barmer. I look after the Middle East and Asia Pacific regions for Lotus. I've only just joined the company, but I've joined at the perfect time for the brand because we're on a journey, and the journey is a journey towards our 80th birthday.
Yes.
And our 80th birthday is in 2018, or 17th was in 2018, 2028 is the 80th birthday. So now we're on a journey to introduce a whole new range of cars, and it starts with this car, Lotus Emira. Bahrain, new showroom, new identity here as well. So you get the feeling that Lotus is waking up.
Yes, it is.
It's reinventing itself.
Yes.
And we're not just stopping at the sports cars that everyone knows us for. We still will do sports cars, we're still very much a sports car brand. We'll extend ourselves into what we call lifestyle vehicles. That means more practical cars, suitable for the family, such as SUVs and 4-door cars as well. And of course, reflecting the current times that we're in, those cars will be purely battery electric vehicles as well. So Emira is something of a starting point, but also an ending point. It is the most accomplished Lotus ever made. What you see here is, for around a sports car price point, you see a supercar. And our customers very much are embracing the idea of having an affordable everyday supercar. But to have that in their lives, they need a certain amount of technology, luxuries that they have, and this car has that as well. So we've created here really the last most accomplished Lotus in our 73-year lifespan, but also one that people can use every day.
So it has the brain and the muscles.
Absolutely,
And the look.
yes, and the look.
And the look.
Looks very, and the sound.
Yes, exactly.
The sound, yeah.
Honestly, I'm a big fan, and I know that always Lotus emits musical symphony out of its exhaust.
Absolutely, yes, yeah.
And a very well balanced orchestra, if we may call it.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a beautiful sound. So the tuning of that engine, which is mid-engine as well, placed in the middle of the car, perfect balance of the car. Yesterday we had a very well-known name in the region drive the car on the Bahrain International Circuit, and hopefully your viewers will see that film very soon as well. Very excited about that.
Waiting for it.
He's only the second person outside of Lotus to drive this car. We have Jensen Button and our VIP friend, which we'll reveal tomorrow.
Yes.
And they both said about the sound and the theatre. Even this car is a V6 engine. You have a choice of manual or also options. The manual, we have this really cool exposed linkage on the gear shift. Fantastic to look at. So it's about theatre.
Waiting to test drive that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely, thank you. So, as I can understand from what you're saying, basically we're looking for a complete, let's call it, if I may use the word, makeover. Lotus has its own heritage, which nobody denies that.
Yes.
It has its own performance, the achievements. But now we're looking more of a complete picture,
Absolutely.
a lifestyle,
Yes.
and you get all-rounder car, so you enjoy it for grocery, or you can enjoy it on a racetrack or a daily use. You can basically do everything with it.
Yeah, our passion and our challenge, if you like, is to maintain that same emotional feeling that we have with our customers today on the sports cars. When you're selling an Evora or an Exige, you're selling to a customer who actually has a racing pedigree, weekend toys, fun
Yes.
cars.
Yes.
But we take that, all that makes Lotus special, and then we stretch it more into everyday vehicles. Starting with this sports car heavy mirror, and then going more into the lifestyle vehicles as well, but retaining the special. And I think for me, the thing that makes this all possible and realistic is the fact that we're backed by a major global player in the form of Geely,
Yes.
who are a majority shareholder. We have Geely and we have Etika in Malaysia. And Geely then gives us access to technologies and capacity and factories to supply a global market. Coming back to the Middle East, I'm here to make sure that Lotus is on the map for the Middle East customers as well.
This is basically my final question. Your vision, your dream, your ambition. Where do you see now the first new look Lotus showroom is in Bahrain?
Yes.
Where do you see, hopefully, where do you see in the next 5 years in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar,
Absolutely.
and Oman? It's going to be replicated, and we're with more force, I think, to that.
We'll have more presence in the marketplace for sure. We're not yet in Saudi Arabia, so that's the mission to get onto Saudi Arabia. That's very much on our to-do list right now.
Good.
Same for Oman as well. We already have our partner both here in Bahrain, Adamas Motors, but also in the UAE, in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. We have a partner in Qatar and Kuwait as well, and this car is touring those countries now. So this is the right time for us to be talking about the future of Lotus. In the future, Egypt and then into the Levant region as well.
So we're talking MENA region,
We're
basically.
talking MENA region, and then my responsibility also goes into the Far East as well. So we then have Japan, Australia, two large markets for us today, but we have new markets like Indonesia and India to as well. Now, our approach will be slightly different to a conventional approach. This model here is very much a rejuvenated conventional showroom layout, which for this market is most suitable. But you can't ignore the growth of e-commerce.
Yes.
You can't ignore people looking at your channel
Yes.
live online.
Thank you,
of
thank
course.
you, thank
That's
you.
where they're doing the research. They're
Yes.
saying, I want to know about Lotus Amira.
Yes.
How do I find out more? They're coming to you first.
Sure.
We need to make sure that we can manage that journey for the customer into our own domain and even buy a car online.
I think
that's
this is
what
the
we're doing in
future.
some markets. It
This
is
is the future.
yes.
Yes,
But of course, we want that relationship. They want to come to a showroom. They want to touch and smell and hear that V6 sound as well. That's still an important part of the journey. So we have a combination of physical and digital, which is our approach. So with our partners in the Middle East, we'll be exploring more of that digital space as well.
Sir, it's been really, truly nice meeting you.
Pleasure.
Pleasure honors. Thanks for your time. Thanks for the insights you gave us. And looking forward to see you in the Saudi and the rest of the MENA region markets. And we wish you truly a successful future. And I see, guys, you have the fingerprints for it.
Thank you. Shukran.
Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you much.